Okay, here we go. What is the spiritual prescription for coronavirus today? First, what's the update? The update is more states are closing down. I think Maryland just joined the sort of stay at home movement in a few other states. So everyone is being affected. A lot of people are losing their jobs. The death toll is rising. And the big thing is that the president is pretty much saying that he's going to be willing to open back up the economy in the next week or two, because we should be able to do two things at the same time: fight the virus and create a great economy. And the lieutenant governor of Texas said basically he's agreeing with that, and says that, he's turning 70 and that older people should be able to sacrifice basically their lives for the good of the country. That if we don't leave a country or an economy to our kids, then what's the point? I find that really troubling. So I'm interested to know what you think. I find that we're putting economics over our lives. I can tell you, my parents are grandparents. All of my grandparents have already transitioned. So, but my parents are at that age, and there is no life without life. The economy, before we had a stock market, people lived. We created, we bartered, there will always be an economy when you have two or more people living together. But I think that there's definitely a group that is more impressed with money than they are with actually living. Now, it's our first knee-jerk reaction. What's going to happen with our jobs? Where are we going to live? How are we going to pay our bills? True, these are all, food, shelter, security. These are all things that we need, and it gets us, excited when they're threatened. But the first thing we need is life, is air, is food and water, like so much more, and relationships, belonging and love. And the fact that we're talking about sacrificing a generation or sacrifice, it seems that there's a lack of understanding that the virus is contagious. So if you open back up the economy, you increase the contagion and people die. That's not going to build a strong economy. I don't know how they're making the link, but I don't know everything. That's just my opinion. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on both sides. If you're thinking, hey, I'd rather die, or for my parents and grandparents to die, than to live in a world where I don't have any money or I don't have an ability to make money. I would rather continue to live life and live it as fully as possible. So the spiritual RX today is, I keep doing kindness and gratitude. The big thing is gratitude and being grateful for the life we have, being grateful for where we are. And I want to recommend a few things. I want to recommend pulling away from the news. I have been a news junkie. I'm about to go watch the news again. I like to hear a couple of updates, especially from Governor Cuomo in New York, since he's leading a very good effort to fight this virus. But pull yourself away. And there's two things I want to recommend that you watch that are awesome and inspiring. The prescription is gratitude and inspiration. Watch things that are inspirational. Here are two things. On Netflix, Self-Made, the story of Madam C.J. Walker. Excellent. I didn't even know Madam C.J. Walker. Did you know that C.J. Walker was her husband's name? And then she's the Madam C.J. Walker. I didn't even know that. Just some basic things. But the story, it's a 3-part sort of miniseries on Netflix. Excellent movie showing overcoming hard times, showing how people can be spiteful and how people can be dishonest and still overcome and do things for the right or wrong reason. It's the story about life. So, self-made. The other one is She Did That, a group of women entrepreneurs being highlighted about the struggle, about the struggle of making a business, of the things you have to fight through, of not being able to get financing, but then finding your flow, not giving up. And in particular, I like this. I have to say, one of the people featured is Melissa Butler. She created the lip bar. She is a young, beautiful lady, went to FAMU, graduated from FAMU, like me, and her products are in Target now. As soon as I saw that, I went to Target, bought a couple of lipsticks and an eyebrow bar, an eyebrow pencil, and love it. I'm putting MAC down. I'm going to Target. I'm supporting this sister. Her story's amazing. Shark Tank turned her down. Like, who are you to think you're going to compete? Very inspirational stories. Stories we can get behind, people we can get behind and support. Real life examples of inspiration, of being grateful for what you have and continuing to go, of not being defeated. And we're not going to let this virus defeat us. There's so much to be grateful for. God is real. Gratitude is a real, I call it the superhighway. It's an elixir that allows what you want to be received. When that spirit and that energy of love and openness and gratitude, you have opened up a highway of giving and receiving that makes the world a better place. It's just that simple. It's not magic. Maybe it's mystical, but more importantly, it is real. So love one another. Life is more important than money. Watch a couple of positive Netflix shows to keep you going, and then share and recommend. Share and subscribe to this channel. Follow me regularly, because it's all going to be positive, what we're talking about, with some basic updates, but definitely a spiritual prescription. We need higher, more powerful tools than the ones we have. We need to add them onto the ones that we have. I'm not saying get away. Keep washing those hands. Keep social distancing, but keep God and your spiritual life at the center of it, which is all about, there's only love and fear. Focus on love. That is the prescription. Okay? Love and light.